Hello everyone, hello, welcome back to more Let's Play Blind XCOM 2. I'm the Black Shadow. Apologies for a bit of post mic recording in the last video, folks. There is just something about this game that occasionally, like if there's a lot of stuff going on, it just seems to like throw out my my mic software for some reason, and it does that. There's no other game I've got that does anything like this. So I really don't know what's causing that. I do apologize for this. We'll have to try and keep a bit closer on it in the future, but it could be worse. Anyway, so we have taken out the admin facility last time, which is really good. We are in good shape now against the Avenger project. They've only got 7 out of 12, whatchamacallit, done. 7 out of 12 project progression, which is pretty good. So we've bought ourselves a bit of extra time, which is really nice. As I have said, we are going to be looking to make our way towards one of these 2 missions, though we're not going to be doing it this physical video. This one could be a bit short as well, for that matter. We have got guerrilla ops due at some point soon to take those on. There will be no combat in this mission, but due to time constraints, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Anyways, as I said I'll be doing last time, first thing we're doing heading off to do today is the black market, because we got intel to spend, and we got more intel on its way, so I feel happy and justified in spending, not all of it, but some. But some. What are you interested in buying? Okay, you're interested in nano oh my god, you are interested in delirium crystals at 10 bucks a pop. We're gonna sell those. Med kit, 50 fucking, wow, 50 supplies to make up for a med kit, wow. That's kind of ridiculous. That is kind of ridiculous. That's like, I think that's the same amount that it costs to buy them and make them. That's pretty sweet. It is the same amount, isn't it? Hold on a second.
Hey, Commander.
Yeah. Yeah, you get your 50 supplies back if you sell them like that. You lose the Viper Corpse, but whatever. You get all 50 supplies back. That's pretty nice. I just wanted to check that. Just to make sure they hadn't had an oversight and like you could sell it back for more than you make it. I wasn't going to take advantage of it if that was the case. I'm deeply honest about that. I just wanted to see if that was actually a thing. Right, we're going to sell some crystals. Delicious. I like 1 crystal short or something in the future. I'm like, fuck. Right. So, we can look to do some bits and pieces. Another engineer. That looks very interesting. More supplies. Get ourselves some goodies here. An expanded magazine. Ooh. Laser sight. Some alloys. I'm not interested in the alloys. We've got enough alloys at the moment. I think we're going to be spending some of this stuff. I think we're getting ourselves another engineer, everyone. Dr. Hans Anderson, welcome aboard. There we go. That's very nice. We are in need of more engineers in the very near future, so that helps. We're going to spend supplies for intel here. I think we are. It's about 1 intel to 5 supplies, which is usually about right. That's usually about what he sells, so we're going to get that as well. Just rock up on supplies here. And I'm going to get the expanded magazine, I think, as well. Yes. And we'll keep the rest of the intel. This is fine. I could rush the Illyrium. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. We have a lot of supplies, everyone. This is a good day. With those supplies, we are going to get hold of ourselves some goods. In particular, we're getting the starter mag. So we have ourselves our tier 2 SMG. Ah, there's the Hellweave, everyone. You guys remember this Hellweave? Return damage to any enemy melee attackers and grant a 100% chance to set them on fire. It's only because I love you, Johnny. It's only because I love you. And you'll need his Helix Cannon as well. And we'll keep the rest of the supplies. Now you know what, so let's get the Hellweave. Let's do it now while I'm thinking about it. We'll buy one of them. That should be nice. We'll have some fun with that later on. Got ourselves an engineer going. So I guess, Mr. Engineer, you can sit on the turrets for the time being. Until we figure out what I want to do with you. What am I building here, folks? What am I building here? What am I building here? None of those two buildings. There still might be a building we require for game progress. So, we'll keep hold of that for now, I think. That'll be fine. There might be something else still to come up, so we'll keep an eye out for that. Yeah, that seems good to me. I don't have enough power to do anything, though. I'd need to... Yeah, the idea of the engineers, I need to get them to start staffing the power relays. We'll get the proving ground done first, and then we're going to move Christine onto the power relay. And then we can look to start doing some stuff, I suppose. What a wasteful way of going about things. Let's just do it for you now. Let's get you over here. You can man this. Give ourselves an extra 5 power. Hans, thank you. Up to 46 power. And then... I still don't know if I'm going to need a second communications. I've got, what, 4 contacts, right? Part of me wants to just build it. Just to say it's built, it's done, and I don't ever have to worry about it. If I need it, I've got it. If I don't need it, then, you know, that's just how it kind of works out. There's quite a lot of areas in the map we still haven't explored, though. I think we're going to build this. We're going to start construction. Yeah.
Resistance communications facility construction.
That way, I've got it if I need it. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Right, both the gremlins are over here, aren't they? They are indeed. So, I tell you what, can I actually construct this? I can. So, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get the other workbench, because then what we can do is that means we can get ourselves some more gremlins. So, we can drop you, because we've only got 7 contacts at the moment, right? I need to make sure I do this correctly. 7, yeah, that's 7 contacts. So, we can empty you. We can get a gremlin to man the actual... Ah, we can't get a gremlin staffing the own thing. Okay, that's fine then, because then what we can do, put him there. And then what we'll do, we'll get Christine to help Ricardo in the workshop. And that gives us 2 more staffing gremlins. So we've got 4 in total now. 1 can go up here in the, back in the proving ground to replace Christine. And then we've got the spare one, which can come down to this resistance communication site and get that down to 8 days. Yeah, that looks good to me. We are, of course, out of power again, but that works out quite nicely, that. Yeah. We've used all our supplies as well. We've got 6 space bucks. That is not much. Fair enough. Right, you guys, of course, need to... I need to go to you guys in 2 seconds, actually. Training. Training. I want to do some training. In particular, with Kiro. I want to get you some training, sir. Into the next one. What do I want to give you? I reckon I'm going to give you... He'll finally have a use for his command range. Which one would be more useful, do you think? Only get that 1 turn. He's a sniper. It doesn't really suit you, I don't think, having that. I'll give you fire discipline. Training that. We'll see you in 8 days. I need to look and see, is any of these I want to get hold of now? Because I've got access to all of them. Like, I probably should. Especially Hunter's Instinct. That's really nice for me because it goes quite well with my game strategy. Remind me to come down here at some point, folks, and do some bits and pieces. And buy some stuff. I do need to... I keep forgetting about the Guerrilla Tactics School. It does escape me a little bit. It's one of those things. Right, something else we're going to do, and we're going to go ahead and do this now, folks, while I'm thinking about it, is I'm going to start assigning some PCSs. We've got quite a few lying about. And we're going to start ourselves off here with... Actually, let's do this quickly. Johnny! There you go. He's got his reinforced frame now, so he's rocking 12 health and the Helix Rail Cannon, which is effectively the tier 2 there. So, the plated bit. So, we're going to look to get Johnny into some action in the near future. 2 armor, not too bad. Yeah! Yeah, Johnny. Should be fun, right? Should be fun. Now, I believe we've got 2 wheel PCSs, so I'm going to give these to both Veronica and Kayla here. Not customize. Oh! I can't give it to them yet. Oh, I can't give it to them because they're rookies still. Okay, that makes some sense. I have got 2 wheels. Yeah, wheel 14 and a wheel 10. So these are going to go to our 2 Psionics users because it makes sense for them to use them, basically. Now, we've got 1 for extra HP and 1 for extra mobility. Now, who do I want to give what? Who could really benefit from extra HP? Who's, like, really lacking on that? Kind of hard to tell because there's people that are currently wounded. Carl might actually be able to use out of that. For a ranger, he doesn't have that much health. He's only got 5 health on a ranger, which is not a lot. I might give that to you to make up for that. Because I like you. Because I like you. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Yep, we're going to call that a day. I'm going to give you that. So it gives you a total of 14 health there with the armor, which is about where you need to be. Now, we've got 1 for mobility, which I think I'm going to give to Dylan, because he's got an absolute truck ton of health, but his mobility, unfortunately, has always sucked. So, we're going to give him that. Yeah, it means our 2 mobilities go to our rangers, which, you know, makes sense. So, we'll give him that to improve his mobility up to 14 there. Not too bad. And as I say, we'll be keeping hold of the 2 wheel ones for Veronica and Kayla there. Also, look at some of these wheels here. Yeah, look, Kira 100, Loire 100... Dylan up to 94 now. Some pretty sweet wheels rocking on here. Some decent aims. Yeah, Hilda, of course, the only person up in the hundreds. Although Kira's got 97, which is pretty good as well. That's pretty damn good. Although I think that's because she's still got the tracer round. So I think that's influencing that still. I think she has 87 base, if memory serves me correctly. Right, okay, that's about everything done here, so it's time for us to continue on. Oh, one more thing I need to point out, folks. A complete misread I had a couple of videos ago.
Hello, Commander.
When I looked at this, I thought you need an engineer to work and repair the spark. I think you just, if the spark is damaged, you just put it in there and you just repair it. I don't think you actually need any engineers specifically to do that. I completely misread that, so my apologies, because I did get some flack in the comments. I will throw that out there. Right, okay then. So, next up, the clinic, I think. I'm interested in this, to see what this is.
Avenger plotting new course.
I'm happy to spend 5 days doing this. Give Manshik some time to work his magic.
I am sure you will find the results to
Speaking
be
of
as
magic.
intriguing as I do, Commander.
I'm sure I will.
The fact that this armored environmental suit is capable of functioning in combat well after the original wearer has expired is remarkable. I must consult with Shin for further study into this unusual behavior.
Although I was extremely hesitant to perform an autopsy on this creature before an extensive analysis of the fumes vented with regularity from its suit, my concerns were overruled by the rest of the senior staff due to our overbearing time constraints. It was with some relief that I discovered the most common element to be argon, an otherwise harmless gas when handled properly. Although similar in size and physical structure to the Muton species, the Andromedon is, as it's come to be known, does not appear to be of the same genetic design as the Muton. I stress design here because perhaps more so than all but the most extreme examples, the Andromedon was engineered to exist only within the confines of the environmental suit we see them wearing in the field. Destruction of this protective equipment results in a reaction similar to what we might see if a human astronaut were to remove their helmet in space. That is to say, a painful and unpleasant death within minutes. Now, given there's access to proximity mines, it will self-trigger when an enemy penetrates its radius, dealing massive damage to the environment and enemy targets alike. Mines are generally not an item that you would think of often for an XCOM fight, but I can see places that could be useful. Alright, that will be 4 days. We do need to look at getting the intel together, to be fair. We need some intel together, so we are actually going to start researching that. We'll do Illyrium afterwards.
I'll see that work begins immediately, Commander.
Sounds good to me.
I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
Okay, then. Oh, so nearly there. Alright, let's keep going. For as long as we can until we hit some sort of mission.
These findings will likely prove crucial to our ongoing...
Nice, that's 80 intel. That's a perfect number as well. Absolutely perfect. Hello. Now you can start researching Lyrium.
A number of valuable applications stemming from
Perfect
this
number.
technology. I'll have a report assembled as soon as the research is complete.
I don't know if I can go and show you why that's perfect, but it's perfect because I believe, like, to make contact here is going to take 80 supplies, and I believe here is going to take 80 intel even. So, intel I meant, not supplies. So that was perfect. Right, let's finish off here. In an area normally devoid of consistent power generation, a small clinic is operating on several alien power cells reappropriated from Advent. After our team spent some time helping to shore up the clinic's defenses, our local doctor insisted we take some of their spare cells for our own use. Nice! We got ourselves free power for the Avenger. Not too bad. We got some life signs down here in Brazil, which might be worth investigating too. We have the intel, though. We need to start making a move on it. So the question is, do we go to the black site data coordinates? Or do we go to the Codex brain coordinates? Do I want to do either of them? We still have some wounded. What sort of team am I going to put together? Have I got enough to make a team? I got enough to make a team. I think I can do this. It's going to take a few days to get the contact made anyway. We're fine. That looks good to me. Right then. We're going to investigate the Black Site Vial coordinates, which means we're off to West Asia. See, 80 intel on the dot. That was perfect. Take 4 days. Very good.
Attempting to establish now operational regional contact.
This is overdue. Kind of spooky, if you ask me. So any rookie can be trained as a powerful psyop by staffing them in the Psi Lab. Staffing an engineer will decrease the time of all the training projects. Ah, that's neat. Well, Luke, I think you're going to be staying here for a little time. So you can actually train 2 at once. That's expensive, though. Holy jeez, that's expensive. Right then, Luke's going to stay here for the time being, because we got some work to do. So, first up is going to be Veronica, I suspect. So you're going to go specialized train, unlock her silent potential, become a psyop, but they'll be unavailable for combat during the training process. We shall proceed. I don't know how long this is going to take, mind you, but we shall see. 5 days? That's not too bad. So I assume they're going to have to get their effective rank ups through the Scilab, like, a bit like how the tactics school works. Similar sort of principle, I imagine. Sounds about right. Alright then. Yeah, base free power. That's pretty sweet. We used to get, like, a power readout, don't we? Yeah. You can see here, so power relay, power relay. You can see how everything, 46. 20, 30, 40, 42, 44, 46. Ah, so it doesn't actually record the +3 power we get. It's just there. It just exists. It doesn't actually record how we have that, but we do have it. Okay, that sounds good to me. I'm looking forward to starting to delve into some psionics. It has been overdue. All right, then. Let's keep searching here. I was worried this was going to interrupt us. What do we got? Engineer and defeats alien cipher. We've got the new Arctic for supplies, and we'll take out the, give us our supplies. So that's a lot of supplies, effectively. And we've got the Eastern US for a scientist and to get rid of vigilance. That's a tricky one. I think I'm going to take out the Eastern US. We don't need another scientist right now. We've only got, after we do Illyrium, all we've got currently at the moment is the Codex brain thingy to do the, in the Shadow Chamber, and that's all we've got at the moment. Also, Vigilance is not the worst of the 3 dark events, so I think I'm going to let that be. So you've got Western US for getting an engineer and stopping the increase of intel costs, stop that being doubled. Which basically would screw us, and we wouldn't be able to go to New Indonesia. That would be 160 intel to get there, which we're never going to muster. Or we go to the new Arctic to get some base supplies as it is, and also make sure we don't lose half in our supply drop in about 10 days. Which is 220. Plus this when we make contact, so that'll be, that's a lot of supplies. That's a lot of supplies. That's about a 400 supply mission. I'll have to have a think about this, I reckon. I think I'm going to have a little ponder. I really don't know which one to go for. If I don't do that, I'm never going to make it to New Indonesia. Because that will need 80 intel as it is. That would be 160. However, I'm already used all my intel. And I'm not going to get up to 80 for some time, let alone 160. I don't actually think we're going to be able to make contact with New Indonesia for a little while. Just purely on an intel base, because I used it in getting an absolute bucket ton of supplies. So I think I'm going to do the new Arctic and just get a ton of supplies and counter that to keep our supplies coming in a little bit, because we're also out of supplies too. Yeah, it's just going to take a while for me to get 80 intel together anyways. Like if we had like 100 intel at this point, or like 70 intel, I think I'd do that because we're so close to making contact here and then getting ready to do this mission. But we're not anywhere near. So I think countering the intel doubling is not really going to benefit us because we're not really going to be using any intel. Whereas supplies are supplies and they're useful all the time. So I think it's going to be the new Arctic by the looks of it. Yeah, I think it's going to be the new Arctic. Look at it. Okay then, so next time we're going to go to the new Arctic. We're going to counter this, attempt to counter at least this gorilla up here. Then we're going to come back to West Asia. We're going to finish making contact here. And then we're going to be looking to take on the Black Site Vial Coordinates mission over here. Which I gather is not a pleasant mission. This one and this one are both not fun. So they should be interesting. So that'll be the business of the next couple of videos. Hopefully, we've got enough of a squad to deal with that, come back, make contact, and pretty much look to take this on almost immediately. That's about where we're going to go, folks. I think that's where we're going to rock it. So I'll thank you guys so much for watching. Let's confirm this by actually heading over here.
Setting course for the Arctic.
And yeah, next time, or between now and next time, we're going to get a squad together to deal with this mission. What's this sort of mission type? Recovering an item from facility. Okay, that's not too bad then. So I'm going to get a squad together for this mission. I'll see you guys next time for said mission. And we're going to crack on via that way. Yes, yeah, I didn't mean to click on that. Eventually, folks. Eventually, I'm going to fucking kill that damn thing. One of these days. One of these days. See you guys later.